All right, let's go. Code Blue Cam, famous YouTuber, aka Jidion himself, gets arrested along with his crew. No, not all of his crew. Not all of his crew, but three individuals. Either it's his paid crew or, people who are fans of him, viewers that are residents of this this community itself, this city, this town. Regardless, they have also been arrested. Let's go. Let's see this. I'm waiting for my favorite s- people on YouTube to react to this. Brutal Honesty, Astro Dior, DJ Ghost, what's his name? TG Buggy. I'm waiting for them to react to this. You got Young Don right there. But until they do, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. But until then, maybe even Social Simone. I don't know. Social Simone doesn't do body cam videos. Lee Glenn does, and then Joe does stuff. Not that Joe. There's two Joes. Wait, is there two Joes? One after prison show, and then the other one, Joe goes off. The Dad Challenge podcast. Anywho, I love them all. I'm waiting for them to react to this. They haven't yet. So I shall do the do. Let's go.
How fast do you think this is going to get dropped? Do you really think this charge is going to get? I am a multi-millionaire.
Oh, and then Tommy NFG. I wonder if Tommy NFG is going to react to this as well. But anywho, okay.
How fast do you think this is going to get dropped? Do you really think this charge is going to get? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
When a famous YouTuber and his crew
Oh my God. Okay. Blue Cam, can you call me a famous YouTuber? I'm not a famous YouTuber. I'm a VTuber, but not a famous one. Um, Jidion, okay, look. I love the fact that you do prank catches. Your previous prank videos in the past, border around harassment. But prank catches, great. You have a lot of following, a lot of fans. They love you. Appreciate, love what you do with the prank catches. This right here, look, once you're in cuff, don't argue with the police. Once you're being arrested, there's no being unarrested. You're already gone. It's done. It is done. Your time to fight is not with the police, but it's in court. If you have a public defender, I wish the best for you. I've been there. I've done that. I've been arrested 5 times, 5 mugshots, 5 cams. But, you know, juvenile and adult, I've dealt with it. Arrested, and you know what? My case just hangs out with the wrong people, doing the wrong things at the wrong time, at the wrong place, and got arrested. Uh, Regardless of what, of my past, I've dealt with it and I've had experiences. Once the cops are in the picture, my man, you STFU and you fight in court. You pray that your judge is cool as F, the DA is not as harsh. You get yourself a good lawyer. Now, public defenders, people with public defenders, I've been there, I've done that. I've dealt with public defenders in county jail and outside, and I've had private attorneys, because again, arrested from juvenile to adulthood, dealt with the system. I've been there and done that. I now have a professional license. I have a professional career as far as, STEM, science, technology, engineering, medicine, in that realm. I'm a registered nurse. So, having my license intact is what's more important to me. But what you do in the past affects your presence when it comes to having a criminal record. I've went through probation, have it expunged from juvenile to adult. I've got charges, and what can you do? Try to get the minimum sentence. I've had jail sentences. I've done it. I've never went to prison though. Dealt with a lot with county jail, and I've done probation, got it expunged. But even if you have it expunged, when it comes to professional license, they do an FBI background check, national. Even when you have an expunge, you think it's removed the expunge, you never have to explain yourself. No, you still have to explain yourself to the board. You when it comes to licensure, regardless if you're engineer, you work in medicine, you work in science, you work in technology, STEM, right? Even if you work in teaching, whatever that requires a professional license, regardless if you went through probation, had it expunged, when you get a license, they don't just do a regular smegular, local background check, state background check. They do national and they do FBI background check. You have to do fingerprints, and they literally look at what you've done when you were 13 years old, when you were 14, when you were 18 and 19. Like, it follows you. Even if you've followed the law, letter of the law, done probation, got it expunged, they get to look into that. And you have to explain yourself to the licensure board, your state of mind at that time, even if it was like 20 years ago. It's annoying. It's annoying. Now, Jidion is a YouTuber. He doesn't have to deal with having a professional license, with science, technology, engineering, medicine. He doesn't have to deal, with licensure, but people out there, it follows you. You could have done some dumb stuff when you were 13, 14 years old, and you're in your 20s and your 30s trying to get your licensure for either like being a doctor, being a nurse, being a respiratory therapist, being a social worker, being a teacher, being an engineer, being what have you. When it comes to a license, you will have to explain yourself to the board. Your state of mind when you were freaking 13, 14, 18, 19, 20 years old, and you're like mid 20s, you're in your 30s, and you have to be like, okay, well, and then you have to also get certified court records from your, like, even if it's been expunged, you have to like get those paperwork to send to the board, whatever, like, the board of license, like you're trying to get your license, you have to send it to the board. You can say I'm projecting, but this is life to everyone who is not a social media influencer, creator, right? When you're not making your money off of social media, and you're making your money off of an employer, there, and you have a license. Like, I'm not even talking about getting a job as an employee, to a job, because getting a job to the job, it's fine. It's whatever, right? It's getting the license. It's the license itself. Like like in my experience, getting a job as a nurse, it's not that difficult. Unless you're currently in probation and you're trying to get a job. There's certain facilities, certain clinics that you're not able to because you're just on probation, but you work in a local hospital, working in, like, it is not that hard. If it's not a felony, if you have a pending felony charge, which I've been there, you're not going to work in healthcare with a pending felony charge unless you already work there and you end up getting that felony. They could just let you go. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Misdemeanors and felonies, right? No, I don't have a felony, anything right now. No charges, no convictions, nothing. But I know what it's like to have a pending felony charge and a misdemeanor charge, and I know what it's like to be in misdemeanor probation before and after getting your license. Again, from in my account, 5 times in total, including juvenile, um, and adulthood, 5 times. Me, body cam. Dealing with police 13, 14, 18, 20, 21, like dumb stuff. Um, and it could be possession. You could be a minor, like possessing alcohol, carry some stuff. Your time to fight is not with the police. It's in court. For me, you know, it's I can don't like my body keeps. Honestly, if I was a famous quote unquote YouTuber, and a body cam came with like 5 arrests from juvenile to adulthood, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 5 arrests. Um, it's gonna be boring as hell because I don't argue with the police. I just it's boring. There's no body cam like will ever. Honestly, I would be surprised. Like, there's not gonna be a body cam of me being on YouTube because it's gonna be boring. As soon as I see the police, I keep my mouth shut. I don't talk to them. I just know, ask for a lawyer, either a public defender or a private attorney, and I don't say anything. As the handcuffs goes on, you keep your mouth shut. People, oh my God. Like, once the police have it in their mind to arrest you, STF you. There's nothing else you can say for them to change their mind. Nothing. You can just fight it in court. They'll either, like, I've had charges on me, like 5 times I've been arrested. I've had those, like, I've had 5 times I've been arrested. 3 have been dismissed. 2 I've done probation, expunged. 5 times expunged and done. Yes, police can be a-holes. I've got it. Like, again, 5 times I've been arrested. 3 of the times dropped and dismissed by the DA. 2, I've done the probation and gotten expunged. So, time to fight is not with the police, it's in court. Because, yeah, it could be in your favor, it will be dismissed. Fight that in court, not with the police. And also, you don't want your body cam video showing up on the internet and EWU body cam, code blue cam, Midwest safety, because you don't want them making money off of you. So, but even that came out for me years and years and years and years and years ago. There was like, there wasn't even a concept of uploading body cams on YouTube when I was arrested. Those 5 times from juvenile to adulthood, 13, 14, whatever, 20, like 18, 20, whatever. Um, I STFU when I saw police. I like shut my mouth. I knew my rights. I didn't say anything. They questioned me. I didn't say anything. I just asked for my lawyer and I got my lawyer and went through it. So, STFU when it comes to police. STFU.
Who are arrested. It seems like the end of a harrowing day, but the events that unfolded leave some officers wondering just how far people are willing to go to film content.
I don't understand all this, dude. Something so stupid over some, like, YouTube views.